Hello, I'm Kristen Lee. We went to Sesame Place in July when they were having their Christmas in July special. So here's some of the stuff that we did. Here's some of the stuff that was similar. I got a better spot at the parade this year, and they opened up some other stuff. So here's what we did, and I'll be back. Oh my goodness, you look so great! Can I take a video with them before we take our picture? So that was our trip. I really think that it depends on what Little Bro's into, but I think that they're worth a season pass more than Six Flags, even though Six Flags is a half hour versus how many hours it takes us to get to San Diego. I don't know, I just really, really like the layout of Sesame Place. It's on the smaller side, so if you have like teens, they might be bored. But I like how going from one thing to another is just right there. I like that I like that there's inclusion with everything that they do. The Count splash pad was open this year. I thought it was super cute. We got there, I want to say we got there about noon or maybe 2 o'clock, around 2 o'clock, and they closed at 5. So my critiques, like, they've done a lot of work since last year when they opened. And I think that as they get used to it and they have staff that keeps coming back, I think that they'll get into a really good groove. My biggest complaint is the food. It's not the quality of food. It's just the weight. It's bananas. And then if you buy the refillable cup, as it gets later on in the day, more places start closing. So you if you get there when it opens, you have to wait for them to open, and then you have to try and figure out the lunch rush to get the things that you need for your family. And then if you want to refill for the ride home or just refill throughout the day, it takes away from the experience of actually enjoying it. Because if you want to find a place to sit, you can find a place to sit. That's one of my biggest critiques, because the parade, they figured out a way to section it off so that it's not so clustered and people aren't on top of one another and kids aren't able to see the characters. Because that's one of my biggest pet peeves when I go to Disney or whatever, is that grown-ups my age who didn't get to go as a kid are pushing towards the front with our phones and everything like that to put it on YouTube, but we take away from the kids. And there really isn't a spot for children to be able to enjoy it. So I like the fact that Sesame Place figured out a way so that no matter where the kids were, they'd be able to see their favorite characters at their level. It's still a little awkward where they want you to engage with the characters, to dance and everything, and do head, shoulders, knees, and toes or whatever, but you can't cross the line. You can't get too close to the characters. You can't, so how do you tell a child who is super excited, who maybe didn't sleep on the way there or whatever, and they don't know, and you have these huge security guys going, get on the line, and it's like, they're 3. Like, it's Elmo or Abby or why they're there, and you're saying, come on everybody, let's dance, and then you're yelling at them and their parents that they're in the wrong space. So I don't know, but I think that's my daycare critique, is that yes, they're inclusive, but at the same time they're just very, and I don't know if a character has been hurt before, so I don't know why it's so like the president is coming down Main Street kind of thing. I don't get that part. Trying to think what else. I didn't get to do much other things because the food took about an hour and a half between getting in line, ordering the food, waiting for the food, and eating the food. But little bro had a blast, and we got to meet Cookie Monster and Elmo all dressed up, because that was one of the things that I wanted to do, is I wanted to get pictures for Christmas in July. Excuse me. One of these times I do want to actually make it there's like a dance party on Main Street, and then there's like a theater kind of thing with Elmo and all the characters and stuff, we never make it. Like, we're always in limbo. Either we're just coming in or we're in line of something. So maybe next year. But anyway, it was a good experience considering we were there 3 hours and then 3 hours and some change because we got in line as we were leaving to go shopping. And they're really good about having little kiosks for you to take your stuff and buy it there instead of in the stores where they have the merch. So I think that that's really smart, especially when they yell out, "Are you paying with card? Come to me," and they can just do it right there. I'm trying to think. Yeah, other than that, not much. I will say that if you are going, they have smaller refillable cups that are kid cups that are $5 that you can refill for free throughout the day. I recommend that one over the $20 one. I mean, yeah, it's a sippy cup, but I found that it worked just as well. What else? I also got the kids meal. I got a peanut butter and jelly because I was so just tired from the drive. But, oh, and the bees, that was the other thing. I don't know whether it's a season-long thing or because we went in the middle of summer and everybody was getting ices and things like that, and bees are drawn to sweet stuff. I don't know. But there were a lot in the sitting areas for eating, you know, your lunch. And that could be dangerous later, you know, down the road with a kid that is allergic or an adult that's allergic. But yeah, other than that, parking's not a problem. We paid for general parking. It's the same distance, so from VIP parking. So if you get there, like we got there at 2 o'clock, we still got a good spot. Yeah. And then the menagerie that is our playroom, one of the things that we've been doing is little bro loves plushies. That is his thing. So the additions for him this year was and Ernie. He said that he had to get both because they're best friends and they would be sad. So he got both of those, which I was shocked that that's who he picked. And then his other pick, which I was shocked because he's always been afraid of him, is the Count. So I'm excited that we have him because he's one of my favorite characters. So yeah, happy that we have him now. And then for me, I can't remember if we got Super Grover last year. I could watch my video or I could dig through our stuff, but I don't think we got him. I don't think that that's who I got. I think I got the monsters last year. Oh no. So we have him now, the official Sesame Place Super Grover. And then they get me. They get me with the gimmicks. How cute is he? Oh, cookie. What's going on with your cookies? Like, how freaking cute. And they had an Elmo and an Abby, I think. But here's the thing. They didn't have any Christmas tree ornaments, which they should have made a smaller version of this. Ooh, there's no way to not see all the characters. They could have done a smaller version of this with like a 4x6, and that would have been perfect for a Christmas tree ornament. And we have a picture with all of us, and it's all like Christmas in the background, but I don't know where that picture went because we went a month ago and everything's around the house. So, but yeah, we got this one, and then we also got the regular frame. Well, I say we, but my dad did, because that's his thing. That's since he's gotten older and he has places to put pictures. Our house is just covered in them. Canvas prints like, or things like this where, you know, we go places. He loves it. So I'm glad we went. I really am. They're gonna have a spooky season one, but my thing is are they gonna warm up the water? Because it was like 70 degrees. It was perfect weather when we went in July. Up here it was in the hundreds, so, and it was like in the 70s I think when we went. So I'm assuming that it'll be in the 50s if we went in the fall. I don't know how they're gonna do that, because it's basically a water park. But I'm glad I got to go and, you know, get our pictures taken. And I was really excited about doing the video. I was nervous last year, and I found as I'm doing YouTube, I can just ask if I can take video, and I look for the signs and stuff like that, that if they have the no photography or whatever allowed. But most of the places, because I live in California, they're like, absolutely go for it, because it just promotes them. So that was Sesame Place this year. And let me know if you're going to plan on going, if there's a Sesame Place near you, or if you're in California and you've been, and what are your takeaways from it. And yeah, hope you're having a great day and a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.